too much internet.
What's up, you ignorant sluts? It's your boy, Hector you in the his housey. To my left, it's Eddin Martinez, and below me is Karina Ramirez. I don't know how it's going to come out in the video.
Oh, Karina Ramirez.
You.
Oh my God.
What?
You said below me, Karina Ramirez.
That is below me.
Oh, now she's below you.
I'm below you.
No, shut up. Shut the fuck up. All right.
She's fucked up.
Welcome to another episode.
You think you're better than her. So she's below you.
You think you're above me?
Because you're a man? That's pretty sad.
So welcome to another episode of Keep My Podcast. Fuck you guys.
Now you know how it feels. We're feeling the wrath of cool kid Karina last week because I don't know why. I feel like did you eat something in particular?
I didn't. I don't know.
No, it was a big fuck you.
I think she was just high on life.
What?
I think she was high on life.
High on this.
Say it. Say what you're gonna say. She's high on what?
High on this what?
High on this what? She's below you. She wants to blow you, and she's high on this what?
This dick, nigga.
That's crazy.
My God. I don't know if anyone's noticed if you're watching it on YouTube, and if you're not watching it on YouTube, you should go subscribe to us on YouTube at the TMI Podcast, Too Much Internet Podcast.
Do it.
Subscribers.
Do it.
We mainly want to get 100 subscribers because we want to use that custom URL already. But if we could get 101 subscribers, we'd be even more grateful. So, do you think they'll take away the custom URL if we get 100 and then we go back to like 99? Because that'll probably happen.
I don't think so.
Let's test it out. How about you guys
Let's test it out.
Yeah, allow you to follow us, and then we'll figure all that out. How are you guys doing today? We recorded an episode previously, kind of like 10 minutes in, and then I had to go do some chores because I'm a child.
So we had to restart.
Man-child.
Man-child. No, Hector's the official man-child.
I'm the man-child. Don't get it twisted.
Child. Got it.
Karina is the child man of the podcast.
The child man.
Yeah, the child man. And then I am the Bulbasaur of the podcast.
The Bulbasaur?
Yeah, these are all Pokemons, are they not? Did you already talk about which Pokemon are we all? I'm Piplup.
We all.
No,
I think
You're what?
Piplup.
Piplup, the penguin. Fucking queer.
You don't know? Wow. You know what Piplup is? You don't be watching Pokemans?
I really don't.
Me neither.
So,
Is it considered a cartoon or an anime?
it's considered a cartoon. Right?
What?
Pokemon?
It's an
Is it
anime.
a cartoon or an anime?
It's
I
an
think
anime.
it's a cartoon.
Let's see.
Is it anime?
It's an anime.
It is
Are you
an... It says Pokemon is a bad game. Pokemon is animal cruelty. Pokemon is animal abuse. Pokemon is... Let's see.
Pokemon is animal abuse.
I guess Pokemon is animal abuse. You're making it is. Really, it's really like
You put them in such a confined space, and then they get released.
Yeah, it's like
back into
cockfighting.
space. And you make them fight, so it's abuse.
It's like cockfighting. It says here, Pokemon, also advertised in English as Pokemon the series, is a Japanese anime television series, so it's anime.
Anime.
Yeah.
Is it anime?
It's anime, girl.
Wait, so I'm
It's anime. Shut up, May.
Shout out to May. Shout out to May.
Amazing background doing whatever
Oh,
she's
love me.
Wait, so if I'm Piplup, Karina's side duck.
Is it?
Psyduck.
Are you Psyduck? I don't think you can establish who I am.
You look like the mime one.
Mr. Mime?
What's it called, Mr. Mime?
Mr. Mime is what
Isn't Mr. Mime a girl, though?
No.
It's
Mr. Mime.
Nah, you'd be surprised, bro.
You would be surprised. May, if you had to choose a Pokemon for me, Bulbasaur? Because I'm cute and bubbly.
Oh, wait, yo, it's gender ratio. It's 50% male and 50% female.
That is
What?
totally me. It's 50% male and 50%
Mr. Mime is 50% male and 50% female.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
How do they reproduce?
I don't know. Probably
It has to be male and female.
chromosomes.
I could just kind of choose a day, you know, the day of. They're like, you know,
isn't there a type of people who are like that kind of? They're like not really male, female. They're just
gender fluid.
Gender fluid. Is that what it is?
There's a lot of genders out there.
Oh,
there's a billion genders out there.
Yes, a lot.
A gajillion.
Well, y'all consider? Do you consider yourself a cis female, Karina?
No.
Yes, technically I am.
Hector, you would be cis.
Wow. So you're not blind?
You're cis.
I'm not what?
You're the enemy.
You're not gay anymore?
No,
not what that
gay
means.
and a cis female.
Oh, non-cis is.
No, oh my God, Hector doesn't know. Oh, Hector, bro. You get cis and non-cis. Wait, no, like cis means like you were born as a female and you still consider yourself as a female in this full entity.
You correspond with your sex at birth. I guess,
yeah,
right? Gender.
And then it has nothing to do with her homosexuality.
I'm still gay.
She's still homo. Which I don't know if that's still a bad thing. Can you say someone's
cis with the C?
Yes, I have educated myself.
What did you just say, Karina?
It's cis with the C?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, he thought he was like cis, like bro.
Cis.
That's another thing. That's just called being gay. Just say cis for everything.
Cis.
Do people still say homo in a derogatory way?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. How boring is that?
Not here, maybe. Or maybe just not in your circle.
Yeah, New York City is a whole gay bubble. Like, I feel like the last place you should really be experiencing any sort of, what's the term? Demean or like being insulted for being gay is here. Karina, you're a gay advocate. Have you been assaulted for being a gay Latina ex-woman here in New York City?
Not for being gay.
That's the least
for being Latina.
Yeah, it's just the other one.
I remember you told us before. That being said, since we now kind of know what cis is, we know that homo's still bad. How about we learn a new thing for our first topic, Hector?
First topic.
That's right. You guys like these segues, don't you?
I love them.
Also, if you're watching the video, which you should because we're on youtube.com, I can't even say / Internet Podcast because we don't have the custom link yet. But how about you help us out with that and help us get 100 subscribers on YouTube? Tell your friends, and tell other friends. And if they don't fuck with us, that's fine. Tell your friends to get the other friends and tell the other friends. And then we can get 100 subscribers eventually. It's all a huge loom of subscribers for YouTube. Right, guys?
Loom.
That's all you have to say.
Loom. The loom. The loom.
Have you guys ever done this?
The loom.
Huh? Yeah, it's a heart. It's a heart. Right?
That's just gay.
Wow. Hector, our LGBTQ community
we're very open and friendly here, as you can see.
You're very open and friendly. You're rubbing a Sailor Moon AirPod case to your face, and I'm not calling you a privileged bitch yet. Like, we're pretty open here.
We're pretty open.
How open are we, Karina?
Very.
We're so open.
If you were to show us, keep your hands like that for a second. You see, you guys could be watching this on YouTube. If you were to show us how much you love me and Hector, like from the length of in between your hands, how much do you love us?
What?
Like,
how much do you love me and
let's say this would be a little bit, and this would be a lot. How much do you love me and Hector? That's
I knew
joke's on you because there's still atoms in between that, so that means you love us a little bit.
At least a little bit.
Adam's worth.
You have some love for us.
Adam's worth. You know what that means? It's microscopic. We haven't
even gone to the first.
Shut the fuck up! We don't have a limit anymore. That's right. We broke the limit. We've invested in ourselves and wanted people to get.
We have no limits now.
You just wanted an opportunity to say that.
I want an opportunity to say that.
I gave it to you.
How about you tell us? Tell us what the first topic is.
I don't know it.
You do know it. You have it in your notes.
I have it.
It's in the notes.
Sorry. the door open, and there was I felt some noise back there.
Is the cool kid Hector coming out? The hothead Hector?
Okay, ready for this?
Yo, we can never give him. I feel like the shirt is cutting his circulation. Sorry. Nah, don't show us the top.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can see it from there.
Okay.
Rico Suave out
No,
here.
what club in the 70s are you going to?
What club in the Bronx are you going to?
Yeah, what disco are you going to? Oh, she shut up her phone because that shit. Oh, her shit was so crazy. She left. Wow.
He's like, fuck out of here.
No, I hate this because now it's gonna fucking. I hate. Oh, there you go. Maybe this will help. Every time someone leaves, they'll always do some shit like this. There you go. Now I have to hit her back.
We had to like accept her. This is the life that we live. You gotta.
Howdy.
You're kind of back. We need you to. We need you to.
There we go. So, first topic.
Okay.
Welcome back, Karina.
Welcome back.
First topic has to do with white ladies. What does it mean?
You can't say what anymore.
Yeah, you can't say lady anymore.
You can't say
Caucasian?
what anymore.
Caucasian.
Asian? You can't say that anymore.
You can't say anymore either. That's kind of weird.
So, how would you describe a white person?
Karen.
Whoa, that's
Karen is the topic.
Wow.
What does it mean to be a Karen? Karen, explain. Karen is a middle-aged white woman with an asymmetrical bob asking a bob cut. Sounds like Bob.
Bob.
Asking to speak to a manager who happens to be as entitled as she is ignorant.
Mm-hmm. Speak your truth.
But I'm speaking it. But as the meme has become more prominent in online discourse, its meaning has become confused and criticism has been voiced that it is sexist, with real-life Karens caught in the crosshairs.
Would you consider, Karina, you are the woman of our podcast, sometimes Hector, but you are the woman of our podcast.
Mostly, yeah.
Woman next. I don't know. How would you say that properly? Woman next.
What are you saying?
Would you can't do Latina X with woman X.
Oh yeah, Latin X, even more Latin.
Latin X.
Would you consider this whole Karen thing to be sexist?
The Karen thing? Sexist thing?
I guess I kind of understand it because it is targeting women in particular, but it's
just women. But the thing is, like, there is a term for men as well, so it's not like there's like equal balance to the meaning of the word.
What is the male equivalent to a Karen?
Kyle.
Karen. Kyle would be a good one.
Kyle's cute.
I went on a Reddit thing that said, "Everyone meet Frank. Frank is a man, and everyone needs to know it. You will often see him drive his black out Silverado around town, just begging for people to pay attention to him. And sometimes he pulls out a boat with it, but mostly he drives to work so you can trust the guy."
You were cutting. You were cutting off.
Stuttering. Yeah.
You're cutting off.
Oh, that's why. It's not a stuttering. I don't know why. It's funny because here
it's stuttering, but it's not stuttering. It's just like it's cutting off.
Yeah.
I think it might be the microphone. Maybe if I do this.
It might be the microphone.
Would that be better? Does this sound a little better? Does it sound like it's stuttering at all now?
Sounds the same,
no,
but you know,
good.
We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Well, Frank, if you guys wanted to know, Frank was the one.
Frank is the one?
Yeah.
Frank is the
one. Somebody else?
But I like Kyle better. Kyle Karen.
Kyle seems to fit. So Know Your Meme, a wiki-style site that defines internet culture, added Karen last year as an extension of the "Can I speak to the manager" haircut meme, born of Black Twitter back in 2014.
Before you keep going, without looking at a picture, let's describe what a Karen would look like. Karina, you start off. What do you think Karen looks like?
White.
Okay. Well, no, I'm sorry. What I meant to say, we already knew she was white. It would be an older white woman, technically. But a
middle-aged white woman with an asymmetrical bob with blonde and brown highlights. And oversized sunglasses, maybe Coach. And
maybe Coach.
It's purple yoga pants, and then maybe like a neon top with like a Coach bag.
Your Karen sounds like she goes to Walmart every week.
What?
Your Karen sounds like she goes to Walmart every week.
She does go to Walmart every week.
But I picture Karen to have like a tiger print top.
A tiger print, yeah.
Or a tiger, some sort of tiger print something.
It depends where she's in. I think tiger print belongs in like New Jersey.
Why New Jersey?
I was thinking more like South, but
yeah.
So
sure.
do you think your Karen is in New York? I feel like your Karen's in Florida.
Maybe she's in Florida, or maybe like.
Oh no! No, we just got this paid version of Zoom, and this is what you're doing. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't.
I wonder what is going on. We'll find out right now. I'm not editing. I never edit the video to format it. You need to. You gotta have to. And then you just gotta have to. There you go. Oh wow! Of course. That was a great opening sentence. Why are you leaving?
I think it's like I keep touching my AirPods. If like it keeps falling out, and I'm kind of like.
We're good.
Yeah, I feel like your Karen is in Florida.
Florida, or maybe like
it's very bright.
Yeah.
Long Island?
She gets a lot of sun.
Long Island.
She's still the same pasty white. Long Island?
Okay. I see Long Island.
I see that. Hector, what's your Karen look like?
I already said it.
What was it?
Same thing.
But the hair, same thing on hair, a bob?
The whole bob.
My Karen don't have a bob. My Karen has a little faux hawk. A little faux hawk, like a little mohawk. And she's wearing like a floral, weird, like, pregnancy shirt, but she's not pregnant. And it's like, then she's wearing like black leggings, and she has to have the champion shoes from like Payless. Because she has to be comfortable, but we're cool with the kids, because she saw her kids wear champion, so she got to wear champion.
Right.
Does she have shades?
And then she does have shades. They're not Ray-Bans. All of our Karens absolutely have Hurleys. They have to have Hurleys. All of them.
I don't know what Hurleys look like.
And they don't call it a purse, they call it a satchel.
A satchel?
Yes. I feel like that's what the Karens would do. If the Karens were tied. But tell us a little bit more, Hector, before we keep going on.
I was looking for the Hurleys. So Black Twitter, 2014. Whenever you want, this is a quote. Whenever you want to signal that the character's a Karen, you'll just toss the haircut on, says the editor-in-chief, Don Caldwell, of the Know Your Meme site. The meme is therefore rooted in Black American internet culture, says Atia, an attempt to find humor in real-world racism and oppression.
That's pretty stupid to say, because just Twitter doesn't mean it's something.
Damn, I really wish you didn't cut, though. I really wish you didn't interrupt me and cut the way you did.
You read very slow. You're worse than my stutters.
No, because I wouldn't have mind if you had put that input if your mic wasn't cutting. But I digress.
You're like cutting.
Like OD?
You were cutting at the moment. You were cutting what you were explaining. But let's talk about more stuff. Boom. That's our first topic.
Read the rest of it.
Finish it. I hear you. To call someone a Karen is to target a particular behavior. Quote, it's a very specific definition, and if you're not acting that way, it shouldn't bother you, end quote, says Tia. To try to hijack the meaning of a meme is, quote, a pretty Karen thing to do, end quote. That is the end of that. So,
Is this better at all?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
There you go.
We'll find out. We're rolling with it.
What I was saying was that I don't like that it says Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
It's not part of Black American internet culture. Like, white kids are more likely to say that shit than probably anyone else.
Karen?
Yeah.
It's like Karen and like fucking, like, they don't care about their old white moms doing old white mom shit. They're gonna call them Karen.
I don't think it holds a specific race. Like I think everyone's saying it. If you're in the internet, you're part of the internet culture. You're saying it. You're using that term. I don't think it's like someone's like on a specific race is saying more than the other race. So, but
I think it's funny that there was like a post that I did see where some woman was like saying how this is almost as bad as when they were doing like segregation and like, you know, kind of just like separating the white women and saying that they're all bad.
Right, Karen.
You're dragging it. You're dragging it, Karen.
It's like, do you really feel that way about Karen? Like, you can go offline. You could like not sign into Instagram. You don't have to look at these Karen posts, but you're gonna do it if you want to know what they're saying. So it's like you're trying to force yourself into it, and then you're feeding it for no reason. I don't know. I still don't. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like it's funny as fuck because I've never seen a Karen in my life.
No,
that's not true. I've definitely seen a Karen.
We might have seen a Karen, but we didn't realize it was Karen.
You remember when we went to I was gonna say Chick-fil-A, but they don't like you there. Remember when we went to Popeyes and that woman in front of us didn't want to understand?
Yeah, she felt very entitled and like she knew what she was doing, and I'm just like,
the line
she literally says right there. Don't fucking do that.
Like what happened was that this woman. There was literally a thing when the fucking chicken sandwich was popping, right? Which we'll talk about.
There was a line.
Was popping?
It is not
popping.
You haven't had that in like months. Let's be real.
True. I have not had that chicken in a minute. So, but
actually, when I had it for the fourth time, because of course I've had it 4 times, it was too salty. It was too salty.
It was just that one. It was an outlier. It was one time.
It was that one time.
They made it wrong. They made it wrong.
There's too much bad.
Don't talk that blasphemy up in here, yo.
Nah, there's no way that's still like the reigning king of chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's just because it's so simple. It's the
we might have we should actually revisit all these chicken sandwiches since we haven't had them in a minute. To see which one it is.
Is that really good?
Is it really it? Is it really the chicken sandwich from Popeyes? Is it Wendy's? Is it here, there?
I feel like most people.
Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A has a really bomb sauce.
I'm not allowed in there.
I mean, look, we'll just get you the sandwich, and we don't have to go inside the store. But
Karina will step into Chick-fil-A and go,
just burn up.
I'll just burn up.
Yeah. She'll burst into flames. But we went to chicken sandwiches real quick. So what happened is that Karina and I were waiting to get the chicken sandwich for like the 3rd time already, or was that the first time?
First time we had it was you and me.
Yeah, I had it with Hector for the first time.
You bitch.
And then Karina joined in on that after a while. So that time I went with Karina, we were by like 96th Street, and then I was looking and the thing said, like it had an arrow to the right, and then it said, "Oh, line starts here." This bitch, Karen, sorry, she was on the left side, and I'm like, "Hey, I think the line's on this side because it makes sense." I think it's on the left side because on the right side is where it would be the flow of traffic. Cashier, you grab your shit, get out. Or people who just grab their shit, get out. But, you have to go a certain way. I'm like, hey, I think it's kind of this way. She was like, no, I'm going to stay right here. And I'm like, okay. Right? Like, what else am I going to tell her? Like, bitch, go to the left? Like, nah, now I'm in line, and now you look stupid. Right? And then I remember when we got to the front of the line, and then the cashier just goes, "Oh, miss, the line's on the left side." And I'm like,
"Told you, bitch."
But she still got her chicken sandwich, so it didn't really make a difference, at the end of the day. It was maybe like a small win, but it's like that's what I'm thinking. It's like Karen. It's like saying Karen and all that shit and tweeting Karen. It's just a small thing. It's a small win. It's not. No one's going up to you yelling, "Yeah, Karen!" Like.
Honestly, I feel like the term is mostly used with like people who are younger than us. Like the youth is really using it a lot. Because like I have an instance with a friend of mine who I was talking to recently. Like she was talking to a certain person who was younger than her, but she herself is not older than me. She's like less than 21, and she was called a boomer by someone who was younger than her. So that you can tell like the okay boomer term. which is like something that's used by young people for people who are much older. And like she herself was called a boomer.
If you want to turn on a smart device, ask me to turn on the specific device. Make sure you use the same device name as it appears in the Google Home app.
All right.
Well, thank you.
That reminds me that the government is listening. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah. And so she was called, she said, okay, boomer to her. But I feel like the youth just uses these terms because they have no other way to insult you. And they, you know, they want to come off as, you know, being more right or more woke in the situation. So that's that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem is that a lot of people are trying to look super cool in this generation. Like, everyone's trying to look woke and cool. And so, like, it's just it's a never-ending competition for no apparent reason. Karina, have you ever used Karen?
What?
Have you ever used Karen? Has anyone called you Karen by accident because they thought your name was Karen and not Karina?
You look like a Karen.
Actually, yeah. I have a cousin named Karen, and she looks a lot like me. So
they're confused, yeah.
So they confuse me with Karen.
I mean, your name is Karina, so it's pretty close.
It is pretty close, but there's like an extra letter, and then
I'm gonna tell you right now that is not a smart thing to do. Playing with scissors on your lips.
Karina cares at 25 that she's playing with scissors on her lips.
I'm just saying.
I said Karina's not gonna care about playing with scissors. Yeah, you wildin' now.
Put the scissors down.
Yeah, put the scissors down.
You were never told not to play with scissors.
You know what's crazy is that if you're gonna pass somebody scissors, you're supposed to hold it by the metal side.
At the pointy end.
By the, like this.
Pointy end.
Oh wait, fuck. Like that.
Like that. You're supposed to hold
like that.
And almost
like this.
Same.
No.
Not like
or like this.
Actually, I think. Okay, so that's funny. We were trying to figure out what's a good Michael quote for Hector, so he just called us sluts the whole time. I don't know if y'all remember, but there was one time that he asked someone to throw a pair of scissors at him, and he caught it like this.
He caught what? Like what?
Michael. And Pam was pregnant at the time.
Oh.
He was just mad close to her. He just caught it like this. He's like, I got it.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Let's go into crazy conspiracies with the second topic.
Okay.
So I'll read this one. Does the Vatican show a hologram instead of a real Pope? What I'm going to do, Eddin, in the future, is put a video clip right now. Or maybe we're going to just be waiting here. I'll just put it in the center and we'll talk about it. I don't know. We'll figure out what sounds better. But, so there's a video going around surfacing that where you see the Pope kind of waving at people, and then he'll immediately take a step back and motherfucker will disappear into the force.
Like my hand, just here.
So I was looking it up of what people thought it was, but let me say this first from what I got from onomalian.com. In this situation, several versions were put forward at once. The most logical assumption is that he would have had a serious breathing problem, or that maybe he would be dead.
You're cutting.
I caught it though.
I don't know how. I don't know. It's weird because I know in the recording I'm not going to be cutting, but it's weird that I'm cutting on you guys. Is it like pausing?
No, you're missing like syllables.
That's a good way to describe it.
That's weird. That's fine. I'm sure it's recording though.
Yeah.
Well, I put this twice. I'm done. Whoops. So. In the footage, you can see Pope Francis's speech, and then when he went on the balcony, he greeted it and then turned around, and he slowly walked away and disappeared. Literally, I'm gonna put the video there. Yeah. I mean, can you?
I could go back. I can't poop. I can't poop. That's a good attempt. Good attempt. There you go.
Just like that.
Why would the Vatican want to hide it? I mean, what if this motherfucker's dead and he got COVID?
Nah, bro. I don't think so.
He's in Vatican City. Vatican City's in Italy, right?
But let me tell you right now. My mom watches this dude every night at 1 a.m. because they have mass at 7 a.m. there. Mm-hmm. So they do like a live thing. It's like 1 here when it happens. And she watches him every day and he's there every day. I don't think how they would be able to manipulate that, like in an actual church. It's not like the church is full, but like he's there and he's present. They're all speaking.
Yeah, he's giving mass.
I don't think.
Karina, does your mom watch live mass too?
No, we're not religious.
Oh yeah, right.
You know this.
I'll be forgetting something.
You know this.
I'll be forgetting something.
Just because I'm Mexican don't mean I'm religious.
There's a correlation.
There's a correlation.
Mexicans are religious. But yeah, my mom. I only ask because my mom definitely be watching live mass. Yeah. And it'll be funny because there'll be nice fade-ins and outs, and then you'll see like the close-up of the comedian whenever he's like this.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you see the slow zoom out. I'm like,
let go of the scissors.
I'm sorry, it's a habit.
She loves the scissor, like kind of.
It's dangerous.
I love scissoring.
Is scissoring really a thing? Why do you keep doing this? Okay, we're back. We took a quick pause.
Yeah.
We're gonna laugh. Poop. And Hector just wasn't poop. Oh, you don't think I'm gonna be real and talk about how I need to poop? I'm a grown man.
I mean,
You poop?
Poop.
You
do
poop?
what you want. Do what you want.
What do you do?
I'm a lady. I don't poop.
Girls don't poop, my dude.
Girls don't poop.
I don't know how that. If y'all want equality, we can't say girls don't poop.
Girls don't poop.
Why not? Pooping has nothing to do with equality.
Women and men do the same thing. They can do the same thing.
Nope.
What, poop?
Yeah, they can all poop.
Nope.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Girls don't poop.
But we were still talking about the Pope. What are other conspiracy theories y'all heard about during these times?
The Pope?
No,
During these times, son.
That Corona isn't real.
One, that Corona isn't real. Two, that Bill Gates. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them, so I don't know exactly what it is. But it involves Bill Gates and like him being the cause for the Corona. Another is that the virus is going to be like a way to kill people off. There's things about like this all this Corona thing is about reducing the population because there's just too many people in the world, and like there's like stuff coming out like this is in the past, like this is what they do constantly, where they bring about these methods to kill people off in the most natural way possible, you know, not putting any blame on anybody, but you know, a virus had, you know, that doesn't control a specific like a specific race, you know, it kills everybody and anybody. That's interrupting.
What's that wheezing?
That's my sister.
Oh.
Not my actual sister. No, she's not wheezing, but you know, she's watching memes and videos.
I would definitely believe that this is a way to kill mad people off. I believe
true.
You've been saying that.
I wouldn't be like I wouldn't deny it.
Oh nah, come on, bro.
It came off.
Okay, they died. Oh
no, sorry. Okay.
As long as you didn't, you know, cut off.
I definitely think this is a way to kill mad people off, no doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if some people were just like, we'll just let them go, because it's really targeting people with bad immune systems, older people, and fat people.
I mean,
not fat people per se, but people with bad health.
Well, no, but
which just correlates with people being
obese. People who are too obese need to.
There's people who can't
breathe. Yeah.
So that's why. So like
in that sense, yeah, that makes sense. But also, I feel like it's also killing off poor people more than anything because they don't have
people
access
with bad living conditions. Yeah.
Yeah, people who don't have access to that much money to get treatment.
Are you fucking stupid? May, take off the volume, thanks. Jesus. Sorry. I didn't call her fucking stupid. Like, the video she was playing was saying, are you fucking stupid? So I just quoted it. Go on.
Yeah, but that's it. It's just killing poor people.
Yeah. It's like, I think where it really started to really make people scared is when they found out like famous people or like basketball players and NFL players really like started getting it, and they're like, what? Anybody can get this shit?
It's not just poor people. Rich people get sick too.
Right.
Money doesn't control whether or not you get sick or not.
So I was
like
recently
that mentality.
Yeah, I mean
that mentality is what keeps people out in the streets, and then it keeps the disease spreading, the virus spreading.
Yeah, but I get it though. Like the money is sometimes you feel like if you don't have to
You're
worry.
indestructible.
Yeah.
Was it Hachi? Hachi barking?
No, you
Hachi want attention?
Surrounding.
What?
Hector does not like any interruption.
I'm trying to keep it as close as possible to.
We're in COVID era times, Hector. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna start it. You have your sister doing monkey sounds, and Karina's dog's gonna keep barking. It's gonna happen.
I just want our voices to be heard.
They're being heard.
Like I said, I was told actually if someone is put on a ventilator, they're basically gonna die.
Yeah, they don't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's like literally like it's interesting because we need more ventilators, but by the point that they're on ventilators, they're almost practically dead. Like that's.
I mean, isn't the point of the ventilator just to keep them alive long enough so the body can fight off the virus?
Yeah, but like at that point,
it doesn't like rule them out completely as dead.
Yeah.
But it just gives them that one bit of chance left before they kick the bucket.
Which is crazy. But I mean, I don't know anyone really personally that's actually passed from it. But more people's like parents and shit keep passing, which is so sad.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, talking about healthy, let's go on to our third topic. Karina, your favorite person. Let's talk about him. Can you read that third topic?
I'm on my phone, so.
That's a fucking excuse, Karina. But I understand because that means we can't see you. Trump's former doctor hid vegetables in his food to help him lose weight. Donald Trump's former physician, you tell me when it cuts off. Donald Trump's former physician has revealed that he used to put cauliflower in the president's mashed potatoes in order of his failed efforts to help him lose weight. That's right. We needed to give him vitamins. We needed to give our own president vitamins.
So you trying to tell me we need to trick our grown-ass president to eat vegetables and hide it
like the child that he is.
Yeah.
I mean,
for him to be healthy.
You don't have to eat healthy though.
What?
You don't have to eat healthy.
You don't.
He's overweight. He has to eat healthy.
I mean, he should, but he doesn't have to. I mean, let him eat how he wants to eat. Maybe he won't be fit to be president.
I get it. Fit to be president. Never fit to be president.
Who Kim Jong-un? You want to be part of this podcast? Let's think it out.
So Dr. Jackson, which I'm assuming is his doctor, told the New York Times that one of his biggest regrets about leaving his position, although not anymore, was not being able to follow through his regimen for the president, who had been up 4 pounds by his next checkup. The exercise stuff never took off as much as I wanted to, but we were working on his diet. We were making the ice cream less accessible, and we were putting cauliflower into his mashed potatoes. Which I'm assuming, have y'all ever had a cauliflower mashed potato, quote unquote?
No.
I actually want to try that.
Pretty fire. Like cauliflower is pretty fire too. Like if you
cauliflower is bomb.
If you cook it right, that shit's bomb as hell.
Have you had cauliflower? You guys have. You introduced me to that place. I forgot the name. Damn. With the bowls.
Dig or sweet green?
Diggin'.
What did I just say?
I didn't hear you.
You said sweet green.
It's not called digging anymore. That's how I know y'all not cultured. It's called dig.
My bad. It's called dig?
Yeah, they took off the in part. I don't know why.
Why? Oh, you know.
You're digging.
That makes sense.
And
digging is such a great name. But yeah, the cauliflower digging is fabulous. So I would love to have that cauliflower with mashed potatoes. That'd be awesome.
See, but that one sounds like I get that. I mean, yeah, obviously cauliflower is not going to be the right substitute for that because it tastes so good. But sometimes you gotta like mashed potatoes.
Y'all heard that broccoli is man-made? I heard that one. I read that once.
Wait.
Broccoli is man-made.
Are you?
I have no.
Is this a fact?
I have nothing to back this up. I read it once and I didn't look into it, but It's an idea thrown at you there.
Kind of accepted it. You're like, I guess.
No, I read it. I'm like, oh, interesting. But I didn't actually like go into it to like fact check it or whatever. But how would you feel if broccoli was man-made?
You know, man-made means like you could cross seeds and stuff, and then that's how that happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a natural thing that occurs. It was made through
made in a lab every day.
It's not made in a lab, but it's something that was made through cross-seed, so crossbreeding, like we do dogs.
There's like dogs.
There's dogs. Like there's crossbreeds that particularly.
Yeah.
So like these are some examples: boysenberries, grapefruits, almonds, peanuts, oranges, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and kale, and more.
Examples of what?
Of things that are man-made.
Cauliflower?
You found that information pretty fast.
Yeah, I Googled it. Google was the search engine that you use on the web where you could just type in the search box and find it.
I didn't see you type anything. I'm like, whoa, you know that?
Yeah, I'm really fast. You gotta be faster. Unlike other things. Yeah. So because you know they're man-made, are you not gonna eat them anymore?
No, I'll eat them.
I'm gonna eat them.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Donald Trump doesn't eat these things because they're man-made?
I don't think Donald Trump don't eat because he's a man-child. For the worst version of a man-child. Because I am a man-child too.
I don't know if he's a man-child. I just think he's stupid. Apparently a lot of this stuff I don't care who the president was, but I don't think any person could have really prevented what is going on right now in the United States with COVID. I don't think anyone could have. I don't think it could have gone any better maybe worse, yes. I don't think it could get any better than what it is right now.
I think it could have been a little
bit better.
If the response was a little bit better. It
definitely could have been better, yeah.
In what sense?
Just like closing borders, like checking people more often, just bringing it to more awareness, and having people become more conscious about it earlier on before it actually blew up to the point where it's like, oh shit, there's 100,000 people infected in New York.
If he opens up the country anytime soon, then I'm gonna think he's a huge official fuck up, no doubt. There's no reason to open up the country. I think one of the best things he did.
Is the country closed?
In a way, yeah. I mean, you can't go to Europe and vice versa.
I mean, he just banned travel to Europe. But did he close the borders for other people coming here?
International travel, no.
Oh, all international travel is closed?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I know that. So, yeah, that's like closed. It's closed, So that makes sense. But the thing is that, they want to open up the country in a way to just more stimulate the economy. But we're kind of fucked already. Like, it's more up near the Great Depression era almost than anything. Which I feel like it makes sense. We're in 2020. Like, I feel like a lot of crazy shit went on in the beginning years of a lot of shit, Like,
or in the beginning of each century kind of thing?
Each century, yeah. Some crazy shit went down. We're bound to have another war, no doubt.
Chill out, Brody.
Was it you? Oh,
we gotta fight that war. Hold up.
I was like, yo, we're gonna definitely have to deal with this war if that happens. You would have to. I would want to be a war photographer.
Only if there's a draft, of course.
We should make like war TikToks.
That is not cute. That is not cute. We're not gonna have that here. We're recording.
Hector's
Hold off all arguments till afterwards.
Hector's so nice, but like when it comes to recording, it's so much for him. He's like, nah, I'm not having.
No.
Going on. I think I was telling Hector, like, I'm afraid of them like closing shit off, like the parks and shit like that. And I was telling you too, Karina, I'm afraid of that because I feel like when they do that, they're gonna enforce way worse rules at one point. Like it's gonna be too much.
Yeah, that we will like lose our rights through the process. So like if we try to get that back after the virus, they're gonna like be much more harsher and restrict our freedoms. That's what's
that shit called when the government has control of everything officially?
That's a what?
Martial law.
Martial law. There you go. That's when the government, I guess, has control of most shit or all the shits and whatever. And
there's a quarantine. You can't do shit. Like militaries in the city.
Yeah, like the state don't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm. Federal takes over.
That being said, I did feel like, damn, why don't y'all close the parks? Because yesterday when I went to go walk Romeo, my dog, I would see mad people literally having picnics on the grass. Just picnics on picnics. Obviously, they were like about 6 to 10 feet away from each other. Like, not the people, like the groupings. So, but I just still don't understand why you need to go do that right now. It's just...
It's like, were people out like that in abundance before the virus? Like, do you see people out like that in the parks like that all the time, like around this time? I remember seeing, there are people in the parks, but the amount that there are out there right now, I don't feel like there was like that before.
It's because people
are just
need to go out right now. Like
they don't.
Need to go. I mean, I get it if maybe I'll understand if like maybe this is the first time in a while you went out and now you're not going back out. Okay, kind of. I kind of get that. Kind of. But that still doesn't mean, I feel like if you do it once, you kind of break the seal and you want to keep going out. You want to keep going to these.
All right, I already went out. I might as well just keep going.
Yeah, you're not going to go to, you have no private institution to go to, so you're going to go to the park. You're going to go to the beach. You're going to go to all these things. Actually, by the way, officially today, we're recording on a Sunday, by the way, May 17th. But officially today, Orchard Beach, all the beaches in New York are closed. All of them.
Closed?
Yeah.
Good.
Crazy. I think, I believe it was yesterday, I saw a couple of friends at Orchard Beach. That's funny. I guess they went before they closed.
They'll still go. Like, they don't care. But, I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference if you have a couple of people on the beach and they're away from each other, but it's more of, like, if they're, like, sticking through and through. Like, we have friends that are still seeing other people, and we're not really about that because it's just, like, too much. Like, they'll be seeing their family, and they'll see another person, and they'll see another person, and it's just, like, you're not making it any better. But they're not really, I guess they're not making it worse. Would you agree, disagree?
I feel like someone's sick.
Mentally, they're making it worse because then other people are going to see this and be like, oh, you know what? This person and this person are like traveling. So it's okay for me to travel. And then they're going to do it. And then that's kind of like going to stick on and connect with more people and be like, oh, it's okay to go out.
I mean, I was really on the pod right now that I was telling Karina and Hector that like I want to see them whenever I can because like that kind of fed through my mentality, no doubt. Because I've been seeing people doing gatherings, like family gatherings and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of cases where I've heard from more like people I know, like their family members have gone in around the time whenever they see other family members because those people are working still.
Yeah.
I was telling Karina and Hector, I'm like, yo, we could like. Because I had to move upstairs. Like, we go downstairs to the other apartment and just chill down there. Like, keep my pants out of it, whatever. But, like, also no one's touching downstairs. Like, there's no one there. It's absolutely empty. Like, I'll probably have to, like, put stuff in the fridge and stuff like that or, like, fix the TV. But that's about it. But at least it'll be isolated so our parents won't yell at us.
Those pendejadas.
It would be for pendejadas though. We have nothing. I mean, we could do work, but then doing work all the time just kind of fucks with your head. And then you could try to do something new, but it's just like you kind of almost lose your creative like stance. You kind of almost lose the motivation to do a lot of shit. So sometimes you just
want to chill.
Yeah, you just want to see the homies to like relax a bit, or play beer pong because that is absolutely.
We could play beer pong. We can play beer pong.
That's what I was trying to get at yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, we can definitely play like beer games and stuff like that. But
I haven't really drank, so
I haven't drank either. Karina, Karina's
been drinking last night.
Last night.
She woke up hungover.
Yeah, did you wake up?
A little bit, yeah.
I haven't felt hungover in forever. I've more felt like I've ate too much junk food, and I wake up like, oh, I ate so much junk food.
I don't feel like I feel like I'm not taking care of myself at all. I feel bad.
Oh, you feel like you're eating way too much junk food?
I'm not. I'm eating and not doing anything with the energy that I'm obtaining. So it's like I'm just gaining weight, and I'm not.
Same.
I'm just like rotting away.
It's tough.
Internally, of course.
It's tough. Like I went into a workout kind of thing, and then now like I worked out only like twice this week, and I'm off, and now I gotta go back into it. Like it's tough.
Don't let go.
It's like straight up only like it's really like straight up like yo, you gotta go do it. You have to like set yourself up, like put that hour in or more than you have more than enough time now. But it's just sometimes you feel like but my I feel kind of comfy.
Comfy.
I'll be comfy as fuck.
You guys think that we're gonna be way too comfy and we're not gonna want to do anything?
I was thinking about that the other day, where it's like, repeat the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you feel like that when this is over, we're going to be way too comfy and not want to do anything?
So I was saying that I feel like once this is all like, when things go back to normal, quote unquote, and I'm like, it's time to go back to work. Like, am I gonna like be that productive worker that I was before, or am I gonna be much more lazier throughout? We'll see how that works out when it happens. But I feel like I'm hoping that I will maintain that productivity, the productive aspect of me. But we'll see.
What about you, Karina?
Productivity, Karina?
No, I feel like it's kind of hard to like imagine myself going back to work. Because after like 3 months of not doing anything, you're just like, this is life. So anything other than that is just kind of weird.
I feel that. I get that. Like jumping into a job immediately would be a little tough.
Yeah.
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 I mean, if anything, we're all artists here, so like I feel like what we would have to do more so.
Hector's like,
speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
What do you mean? You're artistic.
I don't see myself that artistic. I haven't.
You're aspiring to be an artist. How about that?
Yes, I guess.
That's a little better.
We can go with that. I'll accept that.
So like, if you out here on the computer, but I feel like a real actual responsibility we have during a time like this is to build our portfolio, organize our portfolio, and get it ready. Because we're stuck inside, but there's so many, especially if you're working in digital art. I mean, there's so many things you can do, like, and there's so many jobs, and there's so many like self content you can make. Like if we do video, like I have mad cameras, but like even if I didn't, I have a phone, and then I have a laptop, and I can edit it and do all that stuff. So like even if it's not the top quality, you kind of just have to find a way through it. And look at Karina being such an artist now. She didn't have a mustache.
We. You got that reference.
Oh,
a nice mustache. It was almost identical, but the one on the
stop. I'm trying my best.
The one on this side is bigger than the one on this side. The one on this side is much nicer. Is that your right? The one on your right side is much nicer than the one on your left side. Because the one on your left side is like the curve is too big.
It's usually the case in everything.
Usually the case in everything. You're never symmetrical.
Yeah, everybody quiet for 5 seconds. Hold on. Okay. That's like a TikTok video. I'm sorry. All right, on that note, that's too much. Thank you so much for listening to episode 43 of the TMI Podcast. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you go on to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 100 right now. Get us to 150, get us to 200. You want to get that custom URL and whatever else comes through. And then eventually we'll hit the 100,000s, and then we'll get that weird silver thing that we're going to hang on someone's house. I don't know whose house we'll hang it in. But also make sure you subscribe to us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, any of your favorite podcast services. And make sure you follow myself at Thank You Eddin, Hector at @Delgadillo_MixSwag, and Karina's going to be okay if she doesn't delete her Instagram for the 40,000th time again. All right. Thank you so much guys for listening to the podcast. Bye.
Bye.